everyone, I'm Natalia and welcome back to my channel. Guys, I know yesterday I kind of like had to move the date to today. I'm going to work on these things, don't worry. Today I wanted to be doing a reacting video to some of the protesting going on. I know everything has been kind of crazy. 2020 is just like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I wanted to react to that and, you know, talk about some things. And I know some things are really crazy. So let's just get started and let's just react to it, and then I'll talk amongst it. You know, that way we can all get in it together, you know? That way we can all be educated together. Weekend protests around San Francisco Bay Area. Now, these are like different areas too. I kind of already watched a little bit of it, but it basically is just showing a bunch of the protesters and stuff like that. This is what the news captioned with they have all the signs and stuff like that. It seems like there was an issue. I guess he was trying to get them to move. And the guy, oh, they're about to get on his car. And he's like, man, don't get on my car. And they're like, cool. Let's go. It's okay. We want peace. No justice, no peace. Yeah, honestly, I mean, that stuff, I don't know what's happening there. Here's some bad things of protesting. But amongst it all, there's always good that isn't protesting. See, she's not doing anything. She's just showing her freedom of speech there. Oakland. And I don't know if you guys really kept up with the stuff, but all the stuff is still happening now. Like, there's still a lot of protesting going on in different states and stuff like that. All different states. See, they're throwing stuff at the police. There's a lot of people who are, obviously the police are not in a good situation right now. A lot of people are very much angry at the police. They are, you know, destroying properties, but I've read a lot of things about like the destruction of the property and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, they can replace a window. You can't replace a life. So I understand why some people are angry enough to do that. But it's not just the black community like destroying and looting and stuff like that. It's everybody who's protesting. Not everybody who's protesting. It's people who are protesting. There's a lot of white people that I saw breaking property and stuff like that. Videos of that, because a lot of the cops and the media are blaming it on black people who are like looting and like breaking things. And a lot of the time it's also white people as well who are like breaking and looting and stuff like that, and then it's just other people who join, which is not cool. But again, if this is what they have to do to make some noise, I mean, it's working, isn't it? It's getting your attention. It got my attention because I thought like, whoa, what the hell? And then I kind of read more into it and I was like, oh, okay, it makes more sense now that people are doing this, and you know, it's whatever. I'm not really worried about property. Like, I'm sorry to say, I'm not worried about property. It's not what this is about. You can replace things. It's easy to replace items. Items are expendable. They've always been expendable. I've seen a lot of videos. I don't know if you guys really been watching and keeping up with these protesting things, and it's okay if you're not. And I'm not gonna like bring up anything that would be like too triggering in any way. But there are there are good things and bad things with protesting, obviously. I've seen a lot of things with cops. This is like really bad. They're like looting each other. This is like one of the bad things, but at least nobody got hurt, basically. But there's a lot of things with like the cops egging on people, and a lot of things of where people are like, why are people like, why would the police just throw, what is it, the smoke? Like, why would police just throw the smoke? Why is he has it at the back of his head? Like, anyway, that annoyed me. But why would they throw like the smoke into the crowd and stuff like that? And it's like, obviously the crowd did something and stuff like that. But I've read so many people who have gone to these protestings and they literally were sitting in peace, and then the police threw that, what is it called, man? For no reason. So some of this is like, they're escalating things on purpose, although I don't know why. Scroll a little bit on my Instagram. This is what I see on my feed and stuff like that. So I'm not seeing a bunch of like bad stuff. Like that video that we just watched was most of the bad stuff that you'll see. There was a lot of looting. There was a lot of like fighting going on. I'm not gonna see that type of stuff when you're actually out and protesting. I just wanna keep you guys informed, even if you guys aren't watching, and even if you guys don't have social medias, and if you guys don't really understand what's going on. Trust me, I do a lot of digging and I had to put my phone down a few times just because it was a lot of information at once. Like for the first week of all this protesting stuff, I could only go on social media for about like maybe an hour, like all of my social medias, and like that's it, because it was so much information for me to process and for me to like look up and stuff like that, and it was just a lot. So I always had to put my phone down and I couldn't be on it for too long. And I don't know if you guys realize, I wasn't active other than putting stuff up at one particular time in the morning, just to make sure you guys are like voting, make sure you guys are staying informed, make sure you guys are understanding some things. But again, a lot of you guys don't have my social media anyway, which I know that. I definitely just want to show you the things that make sense to me, because a lot of other things are not making sense to me. But again, I just read into it and I educate myself about it. But here I am scrolling on my Instagram. This is the feed that I see. Yeah, this is all of Los Angeles, which is really, really beautiful, by the way. Like looking at Los Angeles and stuff like that, and how many people are out there. And I've seen tons of videos on social media, but there are so many people out in Los Angeles that are protesting. Obviously, I don't know if you guys don't have social media, I see a lot of celebrities out there too, which is very interesting. And you know, my main chick, Ari, is out there, but again, it's of your own safety and your own precaution, because there are many things that are dangerous out there, just in case something that escalates or whatever. Here we have an older person sitting in a wheelchair. Black Lives Matter. It's a cool mask. And I saw this. This is really cool. This is also to promote Black Trans Lives Matter, and because it's not Gay Pride. It's Pride Month, everybody, and this is my first month actually celebrating, you know, Pride as being who I am. But I mean, you know, technically I can't exactly celebrate it, but I'm celebrating from the inside out. But I always celebrate it. I actually went to Pride last year with my friends because they have a big one near us. So it was really cool to go there and see everybody, and I 100% supported it from the beginning anyway, so it was not like it was anything different to me, honestly. See, and most of the time, the videos that I see, and all the time, literally everything that I see is people just sitting and, you know, peacefully talking to each other, sitting in peace. We are Black excellence. I am a gay man, I am a Black man, I am a man. And the walkway, they have another one too, I don't know where that is though. In the middle, is this, no, San Francisco. Stop killing my Black and brothers and sisters. Peace, man, peace, man. Use your voice. The nurses. I don't know what that was. Fight the power. Certain white people in shock about all the racism in America. Oh my god. How long have you done this way? Honestly though, this is stuff that I see though on my feed. It's, you know, interesting. Why is ending racism so controversial? Black Lives Matter, love is love, love is everything. Skin color is not a weapon. Rihanna. Oh, all the petitions I've signed. Oof. Zero.
Quote, racism is to control white people. For everyone else, guns and tanks will suffice. Boo!
Boo!
So in our fight against racism, I ask us all to think very expansively and not to just focus on abolishing the police, not just focus on abolishing the prisons, but think about the instruments of war as an extension of this violence against Black life. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter. His little family. Black X-Wins right here. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. New York. Black Lives Matter. Actually, like, that's really cool. Missouri. New York. Chesties. I have attended a protest because it's hard to, you know, for everybody who is going out and protesting like every single day, like I give you props. It is very exhausting, by the way. Not that I couldn't do it, but I unfortunately am not able to attend many protests just because I work and I unfortunately need to keep my job. Not unfortunately, but you know. But I'll tell you what, if you haven't attended a protest and you're really about this Black Lives Matter and everything, like if you really want to stand for it, I say attend a protest because it's a lot different when you're out there and it's a lot more powerful when you're out there. Like you feel everybody's energy around you and you know, you join in on the chanting and everything, but it's really different when you're actually out there. Like you feel very empowered. You feel like, because you're in a group as well, obviously, you feel like, you know, you can take on a lot of things. Like you feel it's very uplifting. I was a little scared coming into a protest as well because I was not sure what was going to happen because of all the other things that have been happening out in these other cities. But, you know, if you feel that way, you can attend a protest for like a little bit and then leave if you feel it's unsafe, because you definitely should leave if you feel like it's unsafe. Here's another picture. This is everything. I matter. I've seen a lot of pictures of little kids, and I saw a video recently of, I believe it was a little girl, and she saw a police officer, and the police officer came up to her, and she was like bawling her eyes out. She was actually terrified of the police officer, and I understand that, especially around everything that's going on right now. Like, it's upsetting to see a child being so horrified of someone that's supposed to protect you. And I hope that rings in your ears how much this actually matters. Here's another picture that I saw was really cool. It is, you know, Harriet Tubman herself, but it's really cool how it's projected on this monument. Statues that are being dropped in the water and broken. I'm sorry, I was so happy when the Christopher Columbus statue came down. You know how happy I was when that thing came down? We've been talking about that since, because in school, of course, they don't teach you about this stuff until about high school. You find out like the truth about everything, about Christopher Columbus and what happened and stuff like that. So of course, in high school, like as soon as we all learned it, we were like, what the hell? Why is that statue up there? Like, why do we have a holiday around him? Like, it makes no sense to me. And you know what? It was his people who came to my island. And like, that's why I'm such a light color. That's why my cousins are such a dark color. Like, we're all mixed up because of that. So that's why I didn't want a statue there, because I was like, you messed up our breed. But it's okay. Eventually we're all gonna be mixed up anyway. I mean, it was just a matter of time. I don't know if you guys really understand like what's going on. I don't know if you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, if you're Hispanic. I don't know like what race you are, but it hits deeper for different people. And for me, it's about standing up for what's right. I've had family members tell me now I should not be more protesting and stuff like that, because it's not about peace when you go out there. Like, we want George Floyd to rest in peace, but there's a lot of things stirring up his grave, basically. And I understand that, but it's not, it's about justice for him, and it's about making changes for our future, because, you know, I am of the future, and it's about what we want to change right now and what we need to change in the future and stuff like that. So that's also what I'm here for and what I'm standing for. Like my nieces, it's also me standing up for my cousins. It's also me standing up for my uncles and stuff like that. Like, I told you that I'm a mixed pot. So we range in the rainbow color. It's like me standing up for my family in a way, you know? And I have tons of friends who I'm standing up for as well. And I've had those uncomfortable conversations with them years ago, and I continue to have those uncomfortable conversations. And it's not uncomfortable anymore because I've had them about a million times already, but it's the fact that you start those uncomfortable conversations and you get it out there. And it's okay if you're ignorant to some things. You're here to learn. You're here to understand. You're here to morph yourself into a better version of yourself all the time, and you're always changing, so it's okay. If you found anything here informative or uplifting or eye-opening or anything like that, even if you did not agree with some of the things, it's okay. We are all here to learn. We are all here to progress and to grow. I think I'm gonna leave it here for today then. I hope something shook you up a little bit, or maybe it was the same things you've been seeing all the time anyway. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, go down below, spread some love in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Where else down and hit subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I post every single Tuesday and Fake Fridays. And I'm sure you don't want to miss it at this point. So I'll see you guys later, and stay safe and enjoy the beautiful weather while you still can, because we're all still slightly in quarantine. I think my state's still in quarantine. But if your state is not, happy for you. Just stay safe. Bye. Well, it's real in certain aspects. Just keep yourself distance from everybody, because you don't know. Anyway.